guys, what's up? It's the Beard Bros.
Yeah, you know it.
So, you guys know we've been talking about GameWiz for quite some time. It's been the site that we've used for our support systems from you guys.
It's been great.
It's been awesome, and we actually got word a couple of weeks ago that GameWiz is closing its doors.
We're just literally taking it, like with a forklift, moving it, putting it onto Patreon.
Yes, so patreon.com/superbeardbros is live right now. Get ready for more stuff.
Yeah, and finally, the Ultra Super Beard Tier 2 Hyper Fighting. This is a show we're starting. It's called Fuck It Beard Bros. People just pay an exorbitant amount of money to make us do whatever they want.
It's literally like, I want the Beard Bros to do something for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do with video games. It
It's
could be
crazy.
like, I want them to eat a sandwich.
You pay us, we will do it.
We will do it. You can go be in that tier. There's only 5 slots in that tier, so get in there now. Guys, check it out. Patreon.com/superbeardbros.
Patreon.com/superbeardbros.
Sign up now.
Sign up now. It's live.
Peace out.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, what's up? Welcome to a very, very odd series here on Super Beard Bros. There's just been an insane tornado of weird scheduling, last-minute trips, strange things. And here I am sitting in Jirard's office with Patrick recording a Let's Play of Hyperlight Drifter. Chris is gone. Jirard is gone. Jirard's in Japan for part of this.
Honestly, it's nuts.
It's crazy what's happening at this office right now. I am literally sitting here on Facebook Live right now just so you can get in my headspace. People are watching me do this from a really, like, let's be honest, it's a bad camera angle. And I'm just here sitting by myself, and Patrick is manning the board.
I mean, build the aesthetic picture around you. I'm on a blue couch.
Okay, yeah, I'm on a blue couch. There's like 3 random Mario collectibles next to me from a photo shoot that happened over 2 months ago. There's a whiteboard with a bunch of games that we've already completed written on it from a long time ago from a meeting. My Switch case is there. There's a Sharpie. There's a bunch of shit that we brought from upstairs because Madness is currently shooting upstairs with Kadikarus, who's from England. This is crazy. It's all crazy what's going on. And actually, we might need to edit that because I don't know if that's a spoiler or not for Season 3 Madness.
Listen, I'll leave that up to the Beard Bros editors to figure out.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out. But that's where we're at. And I said, you know what? In this crazy, crazy world, I want to travel it as a silent vaporwave drifter and body some fucking monsters. So
do it.
I'm here. I'm going to do it. And just to give you guys some context, I've played this game before. I am not an expert on it by any means.
You've beaten this game.
Yes. I've beaten the Switch version, which came out a few days ago. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not an expert though. I just really like the game, so I just am usually playing through it a little bit at a time. So I'm somewhat familiar with it, but please don't be weird and hold me to the standard that I must be an expert at this game. I'm gonna play it. Let's just play it. We'll just start a new file. I want this to be like a good playthrough for somebody who's never played the game before. So I'm gonna try and kind of give attention to the events of the game, if that makes sense.
Sure.
It's easy not to because this game is really quiet, but and kind of introspective. But
this is definitely one of those games where it feels really good to play it just by yourself in a room.
Yeah,
where you can just experience it all.
Yeah, big TV, not lights out, loud audio or headphones or something good like that. So the plot of this game is pretty obscure, and here's what I think after playing it a bunch of times. I think this is like the internet for these people. This big array in the sky. And I think each of these things is one of the races of the world, and that they all came together and that they made the internet together like an AI, and it became that Anubis. That's what I think it is. I think the Anubis is like a representation of an AI that's almost like a god that these people made for themselves. That's what I think. And then something really bad happened. That's what I think. And there was an apocalypse.
That's a pretty cool place to start everything here.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then if you can see, all these different bodies are all the different races, the weasel people, the fucking bird people, the raccoon people, and then here's the drifter. And the drifter is having some problems. because what I think the Drifter is I think he is a artificial life form that was created by that dog to defeat a corruption within itself. And so by connecting itself to the dog, he's also connecting himself to the dark thing, and the dark thing makes him sick. And now he's hallucinating and seeing all this crazy shit that's happened to the world, these like war devices that like have been unleashed on the world and have since been destroyed and have like brought the world to a place of ruin. And I think maybe he even died once in the fight. But I think now he's the only one, and that this fucking dog right here, which is also this like diamond like AI core, which is what I think it is. I think he's summoning the Drifter, and he's like, look, you have a mission. Here's what you need to do. You need to go take care of this, and I'm gonna lead you. And that's what I think this game is about.
All right, well, that's the end of the series.
Yeah.
Got it all explained.
Well, that's what I think. That's where I think it leaves you at the beginning of the game.
And that's through clues you found out through playing it. Right?
Yeah, there's like these tablets. We'll probably find some of them, because this game has a lot of like secrets and stuff in it. There's like some tablets in here that like have some writing on them that you can decode. And I'm not gonna like spoil how that works or exactly what it is, you know, which information you get from where, but this is just my interpretation of the events after playing this game a bunch of times. That's just me thinking about it. And also, when we did Indie Land a couple weeks ago, we had Alex Preston and Teddy Defon, who were like the narrative lead and the actual like project lead on the game. And they started like leaking a little bit of lore to us, because they were kind of being facetious about the fact that in like 2 days they were going to announce like Hyper Light Drifter was coming out on Switch, because that's all anybody was asking them about, right? On the stream.
Right.
And some of the features that they mentioned that got cut from the original game and stuff are kind of here in this Switch version of the game in some ways, which, by the way, this game got ported completely to like a full 60 FPS version for Switch. It's called the Special Edition. It has the alt drifter that you got as a Kickstarter added to the game. I think it might be the first console version to do that, but I'm not sure. I think it might also be on PS4, if I'm wrong about that. But then what I know for sure is only on the Switch as of this recording is an entire new tower area with a new boss and some stuff, and also like some new items. So I don't know how much of the game we're gonna play through. I think it's just gonna kind of be a like feel it out as we go type of thing. We're definitely gonna beat the boss, but I don't know how much other stuff,
like the extra stuff.
Yeah, the extra stuff that I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna just get up. Ooh, see, I'm already sick. Like, there's something wrong with me, because I think I was made by the thing, and I think that like because of the like corruption of the thing, I'm sick. I think it's like a reflection. So this game's kind of like Zelda if you never played it before. It's like top down. There's like a lot of like looking around and finding stuff out for yourself and exploring little like temples and areas, but the combat is like super clean. You have guns and swords, and it's just really tight. There's like upgrades to get for your weapons. There's a couple different kinds of guns. Eventually you start to get cloaks and swords and robots that all like do things to the character. They like slightly change things, and there's secrets hidden literally everywhere. And also, if you've never played a game with a soundtrack by Disaster Piece before,
the soundtrack is really incredible in this game.
It's fucking insane, man. He got movies off of this. He did It Follows off of this.
Really? Beforehand? Or he did this before It Follows?
Yeah.
Wow.
This game's been out for years. I think he did this before It Follows. He also did Fez. Just some really good-ass music. So it's just teaching you, like, the puzzle mechanics.
Yeah, this is the tutorial level.
I love how minimalist it is. Like, I have to press a button to, like, see my stats and stuff, like my health. But I like that there's a button. It's sick.
But also that it goes away, so you don't have that interface that distracts.
Yeah, like every single fucking screenshot of this game, I could just like stand still and it looks like a desktop background. Like I'm just like, look at that. Fuck
Just
yeah.
Take a little snapshot.
Snap that pic, dude. And the controls are really tight too. So this is the first gun, and you can just kind of like bam, 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 and spam the gun. And then you reload not by picking up ammo, but by slicing stuff, which is like really sick. Oh. Hell yeah.
First try.
Clean. This is a really good game, guys. It's really beautiful. This is like one of my favorite songs in the game, actually. Oh. Yeah, so you just charge them. And see how like my energy's like pink? And how everything's pink, like all the stuff that I do that's like kind of augmented is pink. Like my bullets are pink. That's another part of like my overarching theory of what's going on.
How so in that?
So, just for now, just like look out for stuff that's pink, because I think what happened was everybody started using this pink energy that like had to do with the thing they all made together, and I think it like slowly sort of like corrupted them. There's like visuals of like the birds eating it, because I don't know if you've ever seen this game before, if you're watching this, but they tell the story through things like this, where it's like just a beautiful set with like, oh, there's like a broken down robot here. I wonder why that's here. And you kind of like put it together that way. Or there'll be NPCs, but the NPCs don't actually speak. They just like you hear like a little sound and they give you like a slideshow of like lore.
You know,
backstory.
It's interesting because I think storytelling has gone a lot different in video games recently, over the past 5 years.
Like the more sort of sparse style is kind of getting more popular, you mean?
Yeah.
Dark Souls.
I don't want to compare this game to Dark Souls.
Well, I think this is a good way to compare it to Dark Souls.
But the fact that like Dark Souls, you have to really search to find the story for that game through item descriptions and whatnot.
Yeah, it's kind of fun because it kind of unfolds after, because that game, you're supposed to play it like 45 times through.
Right. And this game, I think, takes it even further in that direction.
Yeah.
Where they don't even want to give you that. They want you to really figure it out through your environment.
It's true. Yeah, it's really like your own thing. And look how fucking sick this is.
Yeah, take a pick.
It's fucking sick. I can upgrade my dash too. There's all sorts of upgrades to get, and basically it's like the heart piece idea, except instead of it being heart pieces, it's like just like sick upgrades to your like maneuverability and options. Like the bullet reflect is like a fucking game changer. Come on, Drifter, it's okay.
You do get upgrades to your health and stuff though, right?
You can upgrade like your amount of heals you can carry, and you can get upgrades to like a slight upgrade to each gun. But see, he has these hallucinations, and it's always that same beast just like killing him. You saw one in the opening too. I think that thing represents the pink corruption inside of the thing that they made. And then here's my favorite character, the other Drifter, the pink Drifter. This guy's fucking cool. He's like the Game of Thrones Drifter.
But he's not the alt Drifter.
No, he's not the alt Drifter. The alt Drifter is like, I think, a bad character. Because the alt Drifter's in the game. Like when you're not playing as the alt Drifter. The pink Drifter seems like me. It's like the Dark Souls version. It has like the Dark Souls 2 like feather ruff thing. It's cool. He's also sick, and I think he's been doing it for longer. And I'll show you why I think a lot of what's going on with the blackness is in my brain. But we'll get there eventually. Mostly we'll just be playing Zelda. This is where you like change your shit once you get more, like you can get more robots, more swords, more outfits.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is telling you like basically how you beat the game. So outside there's like a grid that looks just like that, and all over the map there's these little things that you pull up to unlock these things, and you need 4 on each direction, because if you look at the map is 4 directions. really well designed game. It just kind of explains it all to you using shapes.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where you're going to go first.
I think I feel like my biological body is telling me that I want to go to the left first. But my I usually go north first. I don't know why I go north first, but I usually do.
I do really like the fact that, kind of like an old school Zelda game, they don't tell you this is the right way, this is the wrong way.
Yeah.
You can just go.
Yeah, one of the only things the game does tell you is that you can warp back to the pads. That's like one of the only pieces of text information in the actual game at all, which is pretty cool. So this is the thing. You guys can't feel it, but there's HD rumble in the controller that's like giving me an actual like low rumble, like something beneath the floor is rumbling like deeply under the earth. And this town's really beautiful. There's like really cool little inhabitants in the town. I can throw shit on the ground.
What was the name of that third skeleton from Undertale?
Not Sans and
not Papyrus.
Not
He was the
Papyrus.
other guy. That's what that NPC looked like.
Yeah. It always reminds me of Coco.
Oh, sure.
Here's the key doors. There's no keys in this game, but you collect these items and they like unlock doors based on the amount. These are like blocks that are like you need to finish the left side of the world and the north side of the world. See the two arrows? And that's like the language of the game. It's just like little basic things like that. Here's the shop. The shop is really cool. It's a gun shop. But like, look at this NPC, right? Notice this NPC right now. He's got this like kind of like Puritan poncho thing going on. And he's just the gun shop guy. But if you remember him, there's like other times when he pops up, like the whole world is like together. Like it all is like everybody's storylines are there. Like look at, so like remember that guy? The poncho guy? So check this guy out. This guy's blue like me, by the way. Like we are probably the same race. Like if you look at me and you see my like head thing and stuff, and then you look at what he says. This is the first slideshow, right? This is him. He's coming to the town. He gets cornered. That is definitely the fucking shop guy, and they're all in disguises. So if you memorize those guys and how they stand and stuff, you'll find out, like, if you look, they're all the different races that are on the Anubis board thing that we were talking about. They're all the races that are of the Earth. I think that they're racist against the Drifter people because the Drifter people are like black mages from Final Fantasy IX. Like they're like,
oh, I see.
Like they're like fake made, and they're like representative of the bad evil thing, you know, because they're products of it. So normal people don't like Drifter people.
Interesting.
And so, you know, now like you're looking at this homeless guy and you're like, damn dude, that sucks. We're bros. Crazy, right?
But you feel that way. No one else in the town does.
No. And like these guys all like, they just like, there's the grenade upgrades. There's all kinds of upgrades, but I can't get any yet because I don't have any things. So I just got to decide which way I want to go and just go. I think I'm going to go left first.
Do it.
Or should I go right first? Or should I go down here?
You can't go down there.
I can't. You're right. What the fuck is up? Look how fucking beautiful this game is. God damn. Like, call it a hipster game all you want, but like, I think what you're saying is like, it really looks like somebody put in some hard work here. See these pink things? This is the stuff that I'm talking about.
Like energy vials.
And it really seems dangerous. I think people were using that shit. Look how many dead things there are. That's so many. Okay, and this is the beautiful thing. They never really address this at any point in the game, like directly. But you will start to notice as you play that whenever there is a secret path available to you, you will see this small L-shaped symbol on the ground somewhere in some form. And it will always tell you that there is a secret nearby.
Cool.
So now I've got this thing, and that's like the heart piece system where you get 4 and it equals 1. But instead of it being heart pieces that make your health bigger, it's currency. So you can actually like choose which things to upgrade at what pace.
Neat.
Pretty dope shit. Just defiling people's bones. I got no reason.
What you going to do?
Yeah. I got no respect for the dead. This is a video game, not real life. Get wrecked, bone guys. Also, health is like gold.
It's so when I played, this is the only direction I went when I did it.
You like went straight this way?
Yeah, so all I've seen is still what we're seeing now.
So you haven't finished the game?
No.
I see. So you see how even that is like not even the exact same shape?
Right.
But it's like, it gives me that like L-shaped vibe, so that's what you gotta follow. It's just like a little unspoken second sense that you gotta figure out that is like so fucking sick. I want to get to like a fight before we end it. I know we're getting close to the end of the first episode, but I feel like we've just barely scratched the surface of this shit. And I want to show people that it's not just like a hipster game where you walk around. Like, it has some sick action.
You're pretty close to fights.
What's up, Bones? Oh yeah. So each level has like yo, there's a boss in this area guy. And he's like a drifter too, right? He's just like another drifter. He's telling you, here's this fucking dude. He was the king of this land. And he's like, over there, dude.
Yeah, I saw how far this distance went. I went, oh no, this game's bigger than I thought.
It's actually, it's actually not that big. Like, this game is not...
It's a solid, like, 15 to 20 hour game, though.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, like, yeah, you could probably beat it in, like, a sitting or two. If you're really good at the game, you could beat it in a sitting. If you're just really excellent at finding shit. Oh, here we go. Let's do this shit. Oh my god. Oh god. I did it. Sick.
Congratulations, you just murdered an entire encampment.
Yeah, these guys are assholes though. They deserve it. Trust me. Alright. Well, fuck, I want to look at that. This is what this game does to you all the time. This is why this game is amazing.
You could see just a peek of an item.
Yeah, they're like, yo, fuck you, this guy's over here, and then they're like, obviously you have to go there over those 2 platforms. But we're not gonna do that this time, we're gonna do that next time. Next time on Beard Bros, more Hyperlight Drifter. See you guys later.
Bye.
Beach. Oh, baby. Beard Bros. Big underwater Gucci. Big wet Gucci.
I'm Jirard. I'm Jirard. And I'm Alex. And I'm Alex. We're all in a car.
You did it! Great cucumber.
What's good? What's good?
Yes! Did you really do this?
I did.
Oh.
Always take their time.
Next time on Beard Bros.